We're expecting a delivery from the hardware store. Easy does it. Oh, oh yeah.
Another task.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday I started with the top step.
It looks funny because you're working in a bathtub. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
I haven't had a chance to shower, wash my face.
Here in the countryside, there is always work to be done, and there are always new projects popping up that maybe we weren't planning to tackle right away. Oh yes, 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 get it.
There's a lot to do. There's a lot of work to be done here.
Alrighty, so here we are with my dad, who's found another task to complete.
It never ends.
Never ends. There's always something to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll just explain quickly. So we've got the house here, and in each of the four corners, we've got this like architectural design. I don't know if it's a support system or simply decorative. It might just be decorative. And my dad is fixing it up because, as you might remember, when we installed the new roof, a lot of material came flying down and landed on here. And you can see the stones are loose, like they kind of broke this. And we are having to reassemble and rebuild it. And this is a job you said you've done once before already, no?
Yeah, many years ago. I fixed this already. And I'm not a mason, professional that is, but
that doesn't stop you from picking up the spoon, the spatula, whatever that is, and mixing some up.
whatever it takes, because if I don't do it, it's going to keep on decaying, the water is going to penetrate, and then we're going to have a bigger problem. So it is too cold to work inside this morning yet, and while we wait for the temperature to rise a little bit, I started doing this kind of work.
But it's looking really good.
Yeah, it's going to look good.
It's looking great.
You know, it's not rocket science.
No.
This is like a puzzle, okay? You have to go look for little rocks and stones, and this is nice because all of these rocks that you see here, this is quartz.
Yeah.
Okay, so it gives it a good look, and you know, today you don't find too much of this laying around. So whatever we have, we try to, you know, we have to try to reuse.
Yeah.
As much as possible.
And I'll give you another little update. Today, supposedly, we're expecting a delivery from the hardware store. So I've got my phone on me. I'm waiting for the phone call because we've got some materials coming, more cement, that hydrofuge material, the water membrane we need for the other wall we're fixing in the hotel. So different things are arriving. And yeah, we're just waiting. Also, the cats and dogs have appeared. They like the menu, so now they're a daily fixture as soon as we get to the property. Look, there goes one. That's a shy one normally, but they're becoming more and more friendly since we started feeding them. So that's the update this morning.
So we got another delivery from Dick House, our favorite place to order things.
Delivery from the hardware store.
So you'll notice the big truck that comes, but we ordered a nice tall wooden ladder. Let's take a look at that.
That's actually coming downstairs because that's for the chalet.
That's a beauty.
It's a beauty, 10-step ladder.
And then we have, I think we ordered some more cement as well. This service has been great. We're able to order our supplies, have them brought here once a week. And so that means that we don't have to be constantly running into town to do errands and pick things up.
Easy does it.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's actually not heavy.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. yeah.
That's good enough?
Good job.
Nice. Try not to spill it. Well, slow as can be.
So we brought the bucket over because that will be used over here when we get to work.
You can wash the baby in there too.
This is the sink for the laundry room. So my dad is washing the sink that we pulled out of the laundry room during the renovation, and the plan is to just reuse this. We're going to reinstall it because it's a good size. It's in great shape, just a little dirty, needs a good wash, but it's going back in, vintage. Now moving the bags of cement, 50 kilos each. Hi ho,
Hi ho,
hi ho.
hi ho.
It's off to work he goes. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Alrighty, good morning.
Morning, another day,
Another day, another project that you began yesterday.
another task.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday I started with the top step. The thing is that all these stones that make up the steps are joined by a mortar, and the one that had it already on it had cracked and it started to come out. So what I'm doing is I'm removing all the loose stuff, I'm cleaning all the dirt and stuff like that, and I'm using a new, stronger mortar to take the joints, you know, like all I'm doing is I'm not removing the stones, I'm just sealing them back again so the rainwater doesn't perk in and creates more damage. I do this in the morning because it's really early still, and inside the chalet here is too cold because like there is no heating at night. It gets cold in there, so I come in the morning, I open all the windows, and in the meantime, so I don't waste hours, I do another task like this one, which is exterior, and the temperature is not too bad. So what I'm using here is 2 to 1, 2 of sand to 1 of cement, Portland cement. I wet nicely, and with that I fill in all the joints. I don't have the right tool because I'm using this one, and it's a little bit too big. I should have there are special tools to make joints like this and make them nice. But the main thing is that the water is not going to come in and the stones are not going to get loose and come crumbling down. This is a step going into the house, so it needs to be strong. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3. Salud. Vermouth Rosso, Cinzano. Good, huh?
See, it's really good.
This is the aperitivo.
Yeah.
With the picada, this is what we do. while the fire gets going and the meat gets cooked, we don't starve.
We got a little tray of food.
We have to put it away because of the cat.
And the dog.
And the dog.
Yeah. He's in danger.
Yeah.
Look, here's the cat. Kitty.
My contribution to the meal so far is this very simple tomato and lettuce salad. We didn't really plan this meal very well. I thought we were gonna maybe throw some sausages on the grill, just eat them in a bun. So I didn't really do the groceries for a proper lunch, but getting some greens in. I made some kind of snacking board. So, okay, in Argentina, picada, like where you snack, it's usually salami, cheese, bread, olives, peanuts, that kind of stuff. I didn't have half the things I needed, so I put some mandarins, green peppers, and my dad's like, what is this, fruit and vegetable in a picada? But we're making do with what we have.
We had no cheese, so that's a big
cheese,
a big faux pas.
0 cheese, yeah. All right, so we've still got the sausages on the grill, but this is what's already come out. 2 cuts of meat. The dogs are here. They're like, oh, we're next in line, please. So we have the vacío and asado de tira. Translation for those 2 different cuts. I don't know the proper name.
Vacío, I think, is skirt steak.
Skirt steak?
The asado de tira is like the ribs, but cut like a short rib, maybe from North America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So I'm gonna move my dish to the shade. This is lunch, and these are the friends.
Oh, it's delicious.
You've got dirt all over your face. I don't know if anyone's noticed.
I've been working, haven't had a chance to shower, wash my face. Yeah, it's really good. We got this from the butcher in Belgrano. Very impressed with the quality of the meat from there. So.
Oh, it's a little food, no?
Oh, it's good.
It looks funny because you're working in a bathtub. ¿Ustedes están ayudando o causando problema? ¿Qué hacen ustedes dos acá? Haciendo un hueco, es un conejo. All right, we have pepper and a bucket of cement, and my dad here at work. You want to explain this morning's task? What are you up to?
Well, as you can see, when they installed this,
The sliding door.
they left all this area rough, unfinished. So my fear is that when it rains, this is this mortar is very soft. It's a mixture of sand, lime, and just a little bit of cement. So it is not waterproof. My fear is that the water is going to start seeping there and cave and start loosening the stones. So I'm doing something like temporary, let's say, but like a protective coat of sand and cement, 3-to-1, 3 sand, 1 cement. And this is supposed to be like a waterproof kind of, you know. It's not 100%, but it's better than nothing. And this is the the task that I'm doing. I'm gonna do it, make it come all the way to the edge of the stone, so we get protection all around, you know, like that. And this is not so important that it looks perfect, because eventually it's going to be like a deck coming out of here. So all of this will probably be hidden under the deck or something, or maybe like, you know, it would be like at the level there. So it's not going to show much. But yeah, I want to give it some sort of a finishing. And like I say, I'm no expert, but I figured that whatever I can do is better. It's going to be better than doing nothing at all.
Right.
No?
That's a good point.
Yeah, and who knows when we're going to have time to tackle this area, you know, like, I mean, it's just like one thing after another one and another one and another one. I mean, we continue as we can continue. Let's put it that way. You know, here it's not a day that you can plan and say, oh, tomorrow we're going to do this. Because between that and tomorrow, you have 50 things that pop up.
Alrighty, friends. It seems like here in the countryside, there is always work to be done, and there are always new projects popping up that maybe we weren't planning to tackle right away, but it's like you start fixing A and you're like, oh, but then I'm also gonna have to fix B and C to do it properly so I don't have any trouble later on. So that's kind of what happened with this project that we weren't even planning to touch this time around. But well, we started with one thing and it evolved. So basically, there are a couple of different access points to the property, and one of the entrances was in really rough shape. So we have this very long driveway, and it's kind of like a dirt driveway, but the rain was like really eroding the road, washing it away, and we were starting to get this canyon forming that isn't ideal for vehicles driving in and that sort of thing. And we could see it was getting worse and worse and worse. So it's like, okay, we need to fill in this this driveway. So we recently did a demolition to part of an old construction. So we grabbed some of that rubble. Rather, Sam and my dad did. And then when we realized this is really heavy work, we hired 2 more guys. But basically, they were bringing wheelbarrows full of rubble to fill in the Grand Canyon that was forming here in our driveway. And then on top of the gravel, we started adding dirt and just like evening out the road. So that's been a really major project. However, once we got this done, we realized that the Cattleguard at the entrance of the property was just full of mud, and it was no longer serving its purpose because it was no longer a cattle guard. It was just like a flat thing you could drive over. So basically, we got these guys to dig out the cattle guard. They were scooping out like mud and roots and sand. So yeah, that's been a really major job. Also, the concrete beams, it's rebar actually. It's concrete with rebar running through it. That's the cattle guard. But back in the day, that had cracked when a really heavy truck tried driving in. So yeah, we're just making it brand new. We're going back into town and we're gonna buy some new beams and get the job done right. So that's sort of what we've been up to. And well, we're gonna show you the whole process.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. We transport the brick, the crumbling brick.
We're moving rubble, basically. Okay. Wow. So how are you feeling about your wheelbarrow? You've basically used it every single day since it arrived, hey?
Yeah, it's very versatile. It's an absolutely essential item to have in your kit, in your gardening construction kit.
Yes.
So I can't believe we took us this long to get one, but
I know.
my gosh, has it been put to good use in just over a week.
The gang's been hard at work this afternoon here.
Yeah, we made a demolition about 50 meters from here, about 150 feet. So before the truck comes to pick up all the rubble, we decided to bring some into the property. It's mostly bricks, like they're made out of cooked dirt and straw and stuff like that. So we're going to hire somebody to come and break it into small pieces, pack it all nicely, and then we're going to bring a little bit of gravel to put on top, because during the summer month, the rainy season, when it rains hard, the water picks up speed over there, and this is like a slide.
The rain washes it away.
It washes everything away.
Yeah.
Then you have the roots of the big trees, and then you have the,
Yeah, you can see here. Yeah.
the rocks and stuff like that, and it's not good. So yeah, we have enough material here to, the guy is gonna have to, with a sledgehammer, break it into smaller pieces, pack it all nicely, and I think we're gonna be able to stop a little bit the water.
So this is kind of what it looks like. The rubble with the dirt on top. Obviously this still needs to be flattened, and once, you know, vehicles start driving over it, it'll get compressed. But yeah, basically this long driveway, we've just been filling it up with rubble and dirt. That's been a big job, guys. Alrighty, so here we are in front of one of the entrances to the property, and we have this Cattleguard that is in such horrible shape it no longer resembles a Cattleguard. So tell us, what happened here?
Well, problem here is that when it rains heavily, the water comes from that side, and it carries a lot of sediment and sand, and it fills up the holes here. Now we're taking the sand that has accumulated here, and besides that, these are cement beams that cover this. Mm-hmm. But many years ago, a big truck came through here and it broke the beams. It was too heavy. So what are we going to do now is we're going to replace all these beams. There are 15 beams of 2 meters and 40 centimeters each. This being the area where most vehicles go through, I'm going to build another wall over here and another wall over there, like this one. You see?
Yeah, there's a brick wall here.
Are going to be the support walls for the beams on top. Regular cars, no problem. They can go through. But if we get a big truck with a lot of materials or a lot of weight, the problem is that today is Saturday. We have to get it fixed for late next week, because we have a delivery of the kitchen cabinets for the chalet, and they have to come through here. So yes or yes, this needs to be done. I remember when we were digging the foundations for this, we were digging the foundations to put this huge concrete post for the new electrical transformer. We used to have a very small transformer for all this area, and the power used to go every time 10 people light a light bulb, you know. So we had to put a bigger transformer, and the electrical co-op, they asked us if we could dig the hole. And my brother and I, we dug that hole in the ground. It was like about 1.20 meters, 1.50 deep, and like a meter square. And here you dig with crowbars and shovel. We don't have an excavator, so we dug those. It took us days of digging, but finally we got it done, and they brought in the big concrete column, and everything was cemented, and now we don't have any more problem with the electrical, blackouts and stuff like that. But every time I turn around in this property, I remember a story, of effort, sacrifice, investment, and it just doesn't stop. Hey, Kat, where are you going?
Where are you going, Mush?
Huh?
Go home.
You're supposed to. I don't think he ate this morning yet.
Oh, so he's following you for food. Like,
You want
hey,
food?
I'm here for breakfast now.
He was such a wild cat. He wouldn't let us pet him, you know. And
Yeah. Now you can pick him up.
now he became like a.
Mush, 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 mush. Oh, who's a big baby?
Now we're feeding everyone in the property. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Yeah.
Alrighty. Now the big long walk to the gate, to the entrance. We're expecting a delivery today. 150 bricks and 15 concrete beams with rebar 2.4 meters each for the Cattleguard. Oof. This delivery got rescheduled because, well, first the truck broke down, the delivery truck broke down, and now we're also in the midst of a long holiday. 3 days of holidays. So yeah, truck should be here soon, and we're coming to the entrance so they don't try to come into the property because the Cattleguard is broken at the moment. Terry, ¿vamos? Vamos, Terry. Let's go. Let's El gato de la obra. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo es tu nombre, gato? Oh, hello, papi. Uy, ok, ya apareció el chiquitín a comer. Oh, ok. Ok. A comer, chiquitín. Yes.
A ver.
El gato es glotón nomás, porque él ya comió. So today's task here in the chalet, we have my dad climbed up on his new painter's ladder, a 10-step ladder that we just acquired for this very precise job. And you have some opinions about your new ladder, don't you? Yes, he does.
If you call this a painter's ladder, the question is, how hard would it be to put a hook here and one in the other side? So the painter has a hook
For his paint bucket.
to hook a cutting can or something, right? Now you have a painter's ladder and you have to use both hands. Now, the task at hand today is to clean all the mortar that they left on the ceiling beams, okay? I wonder why they didn't clean it up the day that they did the stuck on the wall and the beams were dirty. Okay, if you dirty the beam, but if it was nice and wet with a moist rag, you could have wiped them clean no problem. Now I have to scrape it with a scraper, and then I have a sanding sponge which I'm going to be soaking in water, and I'm going to try to clean it very softly so I don't scuff it or scratch it. That's the way we used to clean the floors, the hardwood floors in Canada, when we used to go work in these houses and they had the hardwood floors, and if they got a little bit dirty with paint or something, we'll get a moist sanding sponge, very fine, and very slowly you dampen it, like you get it wet,
Yeah.
and slowly you can clean it up. Always with moisture between the wood and the sponge. Never dry. If you do it dry, you're gonna scratch it. And my bucket is hanging from the
curtain rod, basically.
Yeah, the curtain rod. That one has the water, and I like to have at least one hand free to hold on to, you know. If I have one bucket in one hand and the sanding sponge on the other one, you're kind of, you know, like
Taking your chances.
yeah, it's not good. You always, for safety, you always have to have 3 points of contact and security. Your 2 legs and 1 hand minimum. Okay, so yeah, let's see what I can do. I think I'm gonna be able to clean it.
Gato, come, look, spider. Mira, ahí, mira, gato, ahí está, come eso. Oh, cat. No, right there, look. Oh, mira, ahí está, gato. Ahí, look, oh, look at that cat. Oh, yes, get it. Yes, it's eating it. Oh my gosh. Good cat. Good cat. There's some protein. Okay, so we are currently standing on the back side, the back wall of the hotel. And my dad here had started a little project, a little job on his very first day when we got back here to the mountains, to the Sierras.
Yeah, the issue here is that we have a problem with water infiltration and humidity that goes inside the hotel bedrooms in this back part because of the metal gutters that are supposed to collect all the rainwater from the roof. They just rotted away, and now the water just falls and splashes. This job was actually never finished, these walls, 100%. They were just kind of temporary, and the water began to eat away all the mortar, and like I said, we started having problem with humidity inside the rooms. So what I did, I chipped away all the rotten part of the brick and mortar and whatever had to be removed. And now we found two guys that are really good workers. We are very happy with them. And yesterday they started to fill up with new mortar, sand, cement, and this liquid that is
hydrofuge.
It's a liquid that has characteristics to stop the water and the humidity from pouring in through the walls. So as you can see, that's another job that is going to be done before we leave. And yeah, we never stop here. Like, there is not one moment of rest, and we are attacking different jobs according to the urgency that the job itself has. This was a job that should have been done a long time ago, but we never got to it. And this trip, we decided that it needs to be done now, so we don't get any more serious damage. It's a lot to do. There's a lot of work to be done here, but we just keep pushing. That's the only thing we can do.
Keeping at it. Keep tackling those jobs. That's our plan of action.
Yeah.
Come on, Terry. Vamos.